Hi there. While I'm waiting for a goal in the Colombia-Jamaica women's match in the World Cup, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to have a quick summary of the second week of testing Jacob's ladder. If you haven't been looking at the spreadsheet, I'll just bring that up just now. So that's the latest version of the spreadsheet. As you can see, we're up to £500 from a standing start after 2 weeks, which is really, really good. I'm very pleased with that, with an overall return on investment of 16%. So that is holding up from the first week as well. The interesting thing, of course, is that my selection process is hardly tuned, shall we say. I've made selections based on liquidity, both liquid markets and thin markets. I've made selections based on the over-under goals odds, so favourite overs, not favourite overs, home favourites, away favourites, a whole range of different markets. And that's simply to try and put the strategy through its paces. And what's been great about the past 2 weeks is I've learned a lot about how Betfair handles football matches and how Fairbot, in conjunction with Betfair, handles football matches. And so the strategy has been continually tweaked, slowly but surely, as issues have been identified and my knowledge has increased. One of the main things I think that I've actually decided to change, in actual fact, starting from yesterday, is the way the strategy works is that once a particular over-under market has been identified, back bets are drip fed into the market every 2.5 minutes or so. And the idea, of course, is as those odds creep up, you get better and better value. But I was also drip feeding lay bets. So once a goal is scored, the lay bets are drip fed into the market as well. And that works really well. And the idea behind it is that as you're reducing your liability with those drip fed lay bets, if you get another quick goal, that market then closes and you win whatever happens to be sitting on the overs for that particular market. And as I say, that works well, certainly for the first half and into perhaps the first 10 minutes of the second half. But once you get towards the end, where when you've virtually all of your stake has been submitted, so that's approaching 60, 65 minutes. If a goal comes at that point, there's an awful lot more lay bets to be drip fed into the market. And the problem with that is that once you get halfway through the second half, the odds of the overs is increasing so much quicker that as those lay bets get dripped in, even though they're only separated by something like 25 seconds, the odds that are getting taken are so much higher. So what you end up finding is that whilst you're reducing your liability, your potential profit is reducing so much quicker. So even if you reduce your liability to zero, by the time you've gone through the process of drip feeding the lay bets into the market at that late stage in the game, you'll find that you essentially eat away any profit as well. So you're totally dependent on a quick goal coming after the first goal that triggers the lay bet process. So whilst it would be great if you got a late goal and you'd end up with a really nice profit with the money that's sitting on the overs, that profit's quickly disappearing during the lay bet process. And so what I've decided to do is to abandon the drip feeding of the lay bets and just green up straight after the first goal, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to do that for the next week or so, starting from around about here. I've also increased slightly the gap between when the back bets go in. The reading up process, if there's no goal, it's automatically triggered as soon as the last bet goes in. So I've actually increased the gap between the back bets a little bit, because I've had quite a few where I've readied up round about the sort of late 60 minutes, just before 70 minutes, only to find I get a goal sort of between 70 and 75 minutes, which has been really annoying. So this one, I think there's one further up someplace, where I've actually lost a decent profit because of not greening up. So I'll see how that goes. It may be that I actually combine the two, so if I'm in the first half, I may still drip feed those lay bets in. But once I get to, let's say, 60 minutes and there's a goal, I just green up right away. But anyway, overall, after 70 matches, we're looking at a really good profit. I'm delighted with the way it's going, and as I say, a good return on investment. So I'll keep the spreadsheet up. I'm going to carry on this throughout August, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.